Hey, hey,
Hey, how are you?
not bad. How are you?
Good. I think I didn't hit the start broadcast button yet.
Okay, all right, no problem.
So I hit it and then you were there. So that's probably what the issue was.
Yeah. Now, for some reason, every time I try to like join a live stream, because I use mobile since I'm editing right now.
Yeah.
But every time I try to use live stream by hitting the invitation, it takes me to Safari, which then it's just retarded.
I can't even get YouTube to pull up on Safari right now.
Really?
And I've been going through that for days. You're crooked.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hmm. Is that right?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Hold on. Let me
I'm
adjust.
trying to find out where the heck Leo is. He said he was coming. Sent him the link. He's probably gonna jump on like at 8 o'clock. So like, I'm here.
Hey, thanks for having me on here, man.
No, absolutely. I enjoy your content. I love your videos. So
Likewise,
always
man.
always
Likewise.
looking for more people to jump on the show. It's not a wildly popular show. Honestly, it's more probably popular with creators than
Right.
anything. We probably get more creators that come and hang out with us than we do viewers, I guess is what you would call them. A while back, we all came to this conclusion that live streaming was basically killing our channels. That
That's what I hear.
yeah, it was crazy that the live streaming. So we got 5 people watching right now, and Leo isn't here yet. So when he shows up, he'll get here when he gets here because I had it set to start at 8 o'clock. So
And it looks like we are Johnny on the spot.
yeah, it cranked on at 8 o'clock. So what we ended up doing, let me come over to the live stream so that way we can hang out with everybody. Um, turn my volume down. This
And
is
see,
gonna get weird.
I normally go landscape so that I can see the comments if I'm on mobile.
Is that when you? I
I was sideways.
I don't know. What phone are you on?
iPhone 10.
The 10.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Oh, look at we got a few people in the chat.
Still rocking. So let me apologize ahead of time. My kids are not in bed yet, so they like to come back here and piss me off sometimes. So
It's all right. My dogs might start barking, so there we go. And there are yours.
yep, here we go. So if I go on mute, that's the reason.
All right, so here's Leo. You coming? We're live. All right, let me grab this link and push it out to Twitter because that's usually where most people come and hang out with us from is on Twitter.
Yeah, man, y'all got to come hang out. I needed to make some coffee, but I didn't have time. I like to sip my hot coffee while I'm doing live streams.
I understand.
Oh Lord.
I was literally taking a nap up until 7:30. From 7 to 7:30, I had to take a nap. We are live.
We live, baby.
All right, let me grab the thumbnail I made for us. I went on your channel and I didn't see like a little avatar or caricature.
Yeah, it's still in process. I actually didn't want to use one up until about like a week ago.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting for the person who's making it to spit it out.
Yeah, I need some new channel artwork too. My banner on my YouTube page is absolutely horrible and pretentious. And I want to get rid of it. So hopefully I can find the right person to do that. Yeah, it's kind of hard,
Same
to
here.
find people to do stuff because I am not an overly creative person when it comes to artwork. I'm just not. I never have been. I can't draw. I don't have like this crazy vision. So whenever I'm like, hey, I need some new channel artwork, they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, that's what
See,
I want to pay you to do.
I am pretty creative. The problem with me is finding the time to do it. Like I always start projects. Like I started a new banner a few days ago and haven't got back to it because I got 2 client projects I'm working on plus a bunch of other stuff. Um, so it's not that I can't create. It's just finding the time to sit down to commit to do it.
Well, we have a handful of people watching, so we'll wait for Leo.
What's up, y'all?
We won't wait for Leo. He'll get here when he gets here. He says he's having technical difficulties. And I don't know if you've ever done a live stream before, but we've gone through a whole lot of technical difficulties trying to figure this out. So for everyone that's watching, we got 11 people watching now. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your channel, what you do, and all that kind of stuff. Because you're not like in our little... what do we call it?
The secret society.
The unfiltered team unfiltered group. And that's what a lot of us, we all kind of hang out and support each other and tag each other. And
I see that.
So let's bring you into Team Unfiltered. Tell us about you, your channel, all that stuff.
All right. So my name is Terry Warfield. For all you guys who don't know, what's up? I have a relatively small but growing YouTube channel. I got like 4,000 subs or whatever. My channel is kind of based around tech. Lately, it's been a lot of like camera tech because that's just what I've been into lately. But I like doing tech reviews and also motivational cinematic vlogs. So that's kind of what my channel is all about. I try to be different from everybody else, especially in the like the vlogging cinematic space, because everyone's just kind of copying everyone right now.
Yeah.
And I try not to do that. And I also try to bring from my experiences like inspirational messages through these vlogs to help other people. So if you like tech, you like vlogs, you like family stuff, you like looking at guys with muscles, then that's what I'm kind of all about.
Sign me up.
Sign me up too. But yeah, Team Unfiltered, man, I always see you guys like, hitting each other back and forth. Every time y'all upload videos, everybody's uploading. And I think like the way you guys do things is so dope. And I'm so appreciative for you guys bringing me into one of the chats.
Yeah, and it's just something that developed and formed, and someone was like, hey, how do I become part of Team Unfiltered? And it's like, you don't really become part of it. You just are part of it, and after watching your videos and some of your rants, because you go on some rants.
I go on rants.
I'm like, you definitely qualify for Team Unfiltered. So you're a member when you say you are, is the best way for me to put it. Hashtag yourself, jump on in and get involved. This is Leo, the Android stud. I don't know if you ever met him. He doesn't use an Apple phone.
What up, Leo?
What's going on, Terry?
Not much. Hey, I'm a Leo, just so you know. I got the Leo symbol behind my ear and a big lion on my rib cage. So, Leo, are you a Leo by any chance?
No, I'm not a Leo, but
come on, dude.
I love lions.
All right, that passes.
I'm a Ram. I'm an Aries, but yeah, my brother's a Leo, and I'm a Leo, so. But nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, man. Nice to meet you.
What's going on, Aaron?
Woke up from a nap. Got some Hardwired live going on. Got
ready to go.
Shake to hold me over from for dinner because no one's feeding me, and some energy juice. This is not alcoholic. Everyone thinks I'm drinking.
Is that coffee?
Streams.
That looks like
no.
Coffee.
It's where
is it prune juice?
No, yeah, maybe it's this stuff. It's little crystal light Icea berries.
Oh, it's like those little drinks you make.
And then I put this other packet in there that's got like B12, niacin, and caffeine. So I will be good and awake by the end of this. So namaste.
Nice. Namaste. Mm-hmm. I'm drinking on nothing right now because my wife didn't make coffee before she left. So
technology, guys, we're in this really weird time right now. We've got an iPhone Max, a 10s Max with an amazing D brand carbon fiber skin, which I'm getting ready to switch out for a black carbon fiber.
That's a nice skin.
An iPhone XR. The light blue one. I haven't really done anything with this phone other than unbox it. That was it. I feel like, I wasted money. We've got a Pixel 3 XL, And then the oldie but goodie, the OnePlus 6, which is about to be upgraded to a T.
Good.
Which the OnePlus 5T is gonna get given away to someone in the upcoming giveaway. So
nice.
I'm overwhelmed with smartphones, and I'm tired of smartphones, but I love them at the same time. And your video, Terry, when the iPhone came out with those prices, had me cracking up. Yeah, you were like, I can't do this because it's overwhelming, and it's a lot to keep going through these phones. And Leo doesn't go through phones like I do. He's a strategic planner. He waits for the $250 budget phone to come out. He hacks the shit out of it, and he milks it for like 3 million views. Like, that's what Leo does.
Hey, shit, if it work, it work.
That's right. That's right.
I've been watching. I know my audience. Videos, Leo, they've been exploding.
I know. Sometimes. It's funny because I was telling one of my friends who's a YouTuber also, I was telling Munchie that you got to know you got to know your audience, like sometimes I think we all suffer from it where we kind of try to follow the trend or the crowd, or if an iPhone drops, you try to do a video on that, or a Samsung drops. So I've been trying to kind of stay in my lane and know my subscribers, who they are and why they join my channel. And they're mostly diehard Android people that, that love the essential phone, the Poco phone or Pixel phone, something that's like real techie, so that's kind of like, that's where I've been kind of trying to stay. Cause I know if I veer from that, I know most of my subscribers are gonna be like, he's got a Note 9. No. But those phones are getting expensive, man.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe.
See, I want to get into all of the new phones, but it's so hard to keep up, man. Yeah, it's so hard to keep up. And I said this in my last iPhone video. I'm not loyal to either. I'm not loyal to Android. I'm not loyal to iPhone. I just love tech. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have their pros and cons, and it really is all relative to the person. So I don't really stick to one thing, but it's getting to a point with me, for me to spend my money, it has to add some type of value to me. And being realistic, all of the modern phones, they're not really leapfrogging in technology. Like this year-old iPhone is just as capable as any of the phones that are coming out. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I just don't have $1,000 to keep blowing on phones. You know what I mean? So it's it's not like I don't want the phones or want to check them out. I am going to pick up that OnePlus, even if it's just to test out, because I really want to see what that's all about. But I'm kind of sitting on this iPhone. I think I'm not going to actually make a move until the Galaxy S10, because I've seen some renders on that thing and some of the news on that thing where they from what I hear, they found a way to implement the speakers under the display. The fingerprint sensor is not the optical one. It's some type of some crap. It's supposed to be new. Okay. So I'm waiting for that. I want to see what Samsung is going to bring to the table.
I'm telling you, when Samsung drops that S10, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be like a swimsuit competition, bro, because it's going to be so sexy. It's just going to be like, I'm telling you, when they reveal that thing, it's going to cost $1 million, but it's going to be a really good device because it's going to have
It's going to start at least $899.
I was exactly about to say that.
Absolutely.
$899 is the sweet spot on the Galaxy.
They can't sell it for more than that because the starting price of the Note was what?
$999.
$999.
Yeah.
So, they either like with all the new tech they're putting in there.
There's a Note 9 floating around here somewhere too. I forgot about the Note 9.
What do you mean you forgot about it? Send it here, man. What do you mean?
I know, right? This guy's got phones coming out of his ears, man.
Oh my! You guys, it's so unmanageable. I'm telling you.
I don't know how you do it. I would forget a phone somewhere.
Off of your hands.
Oh yeah, here's the Note 9.
Terry will gladly do some videos on the Note 9 for you if you're backed up.
If you're backed up, just
bro,
send
if you
a
need
couple
help,
my way.
Just put it right here in my hand, and I'll help you. Thank you.
No, the note's a solid phone, and I actually am. I was telling you how bad I am at creativity and all that stuff when it comes to art and thumbnails, right? And I use my note to actually, when I do my own thumbnails, to do the cutouts. So there's an Adobe program that works amazing with the S Pen, and it's hands down like one of the best things ever. And it just gets my cutouts perfect. Leo's even mentioned it to me, like, "Wow, that's really good." I'm like, "It's Adobe and the S Pen."
I was impressed. Does it. You should do a video on that, man.
You know, I was gonna
that would be huge
at Vid Summit with D Niman, because that's kind of his niche, mobile. Yeah. We were gonna do a video together, and
because I would love to utilize the note to do the thumbnails. That would be. I mean, I want to improve my thumbnails. I'm always trying to get better.
Yeah, I would just that video. I would literally have the map and script out step by step. Like, this is what works, because sometimes I forget what works, and it takes me 10-15 minutes. But
no, there's something else coming out that has a really nice pin to it.
What's that?
I might be hijacking your itinerary, man, but the iPad.
Oh, the iPad there.
Yeah, I'm actually making a video about the iPad after we do this live stream.
They actually made the pencil look like a pencil.
Yeah.
Which I think is phenomenal. I have not been a big fan of the current Apple Pencil. I never plug it in. It's always dead. I lost one, so then I replaced it. It's $200. It's
$200 freaking dollars.
And I lost it in my bedroom.
Nice.
It wasn't like I was out and about at Starbucks or a restaurant and I left it. I'm like, I know it was in my bedroom, and now it's gone.
So you never found it?
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
Never found it? Are you serious?
No.
I bought the Apple. I remember I bought the Apple Pencil with my iPad when I got it. Or no, I got the iPad and then I got the pencil because I wanted to be all fancy when I was editing and stuff. And I was like,
to edit?
I used to, but I returned it because I'm like, for $100, I could just go to Target and get one of those little pin things.
Yeah.
Stylus thing for like $9. So I use that to edit with.
The new Apple Pencil has a touch sensor on the side of it so that you can actually like double click and stuff from the pencil itself.
That's kind of cool.
Which is dope.
That's kind of
but
yeah, that's cool.
So first thing, what do y'all think about the new iPad, the iPad Pro?
I mean, I mean, I just don't know with Apple technology if you really need the latest and greatest. I mean, I know people on MacBook Airs from 4 years ago that are still going strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not personally going to upgrade to it. I have the iPad Pro 10.5 and I love it. I don't really see a reason to have a bezel-less iPad. I mean, for me personally.
You gotta hold it somehow.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's got the new Bionic chip or whatever, $6 million chip, but to me, it's not worth it.
I have the big giant iPad Pro when it first came out, and about
the 12-inch,
a month into it, I'm like, this thing is just too big.
I think it's
too large. It was the size of my when I would lay it on top of I had the 13-inch MacBook Pro. I'm like, it's the same size. It's just too big. So I got the new. I don't even know what version other iPad I have.
49.
I don't know which
49.
Version 49. Yeah. I don't even know which one it is because they don't number them like they used to. They just changed it to the new iPad, so I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, I don't have a desire. I don't have a need. Okay. I don't have a need to get a new iPad. I don't have a need to get a new Apple Pencil. And I've been questioning whether or not I'm going to get it because it's like, how well does that stuff even perform on my channel? And I think if I go back and I look, I think all my Apple videos have always done really well. But I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on it because this hardware season right now that we're in, it's so expensive.
It's ridiculous.
Like I was looking at Brocktober. I was looking at my all the money I've been spending. I'm like, I literally got to set aside like $7,500 for October if I want to participate. And I'm like, oh, that plus camera equipment and
you should see my wish list. My wish list is ridiculous.
And I
But
was thinking, like, how do I get it so the channel can sustain those purchases? Because it's
right.
100% not right now.
And see, I really don't. I'm stuck in a hard place on the new iPad. I love the innovation Apple is bringing to the table. It will put pressure on all the other manufacturers to do the same. But and this is something I'm going to cover in this upcoming video. The new iPad to me is like putting a Ferrari engine in a Chevy Cavalier, if that makes sense.
Right.
The idea of it being a pro device and then advertising it as a pro device with all these limitations of the OS is kind of backwards to me. So we stick this huge engine inside of this new iPad, yet it's still limited by the operating system. And what I mean by that is there's like no point and click system if I wanted to mirror that display to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you can't do enough on it for it to actually be a pro device. So I think my major gripe with it is they should be advertising it as the iPad, like iPad Max or iPad Power. You know what I'm saying?
What could they do different to make if you could? Okay, what do you want, Terry? What can we make for you?
You have to give me something. You have to give me something comparable to Mac OS if I'm using it as a pro device.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's. I mean, if you got the money and you just want something sweeter, you want the most powerful iPad. Don't get it. Yeah, it's your money. It's a dope product. But for them to market it towards professionals, I think the operating system is the limiting factor. For example, if I'm a professional and I want to sit my MacBook on the desk and edit on two separate screens, I can't do that with an iPad because of the operating system. You know what I'm saying? I can't, if the whole UI around iPads is all touch interface. So if I wanted to do something on two different screens, how do I do that?
And in addition to that, where's Final Cut coming in? Right?
Yeah, where's Final Cut? And on
where's
top
Final
of that,
Cut coming to the
exactly,
because Adobe, they have mobile versions.
Yeah, and this is so it like the only saving grace I think in this situation is Adobe Rush. Because when you get continuity,
right? That just came out.
And it's super limited, dude. It's like Final Cut when they first upgraded it to Final Cut Pro X. But it's super limited. The idea is dope. I can start editing on my iMac. It's a two-way street, you know, when it comes to data transfer. I can pick up my iPad Pro, continue to edit outside. If I have my full editing suite right here, that helps me. But if I'm just limited to basic stuff, that's not really helping me. For me to invest in it, it would have to bring me it would have to bring me more. You know what I'm saying? There are other, like the Surface Pros and the Pixel tablet that could do way more that I can, perfect example. There's no file system, right?
Right.
And there's no way to manage external storage. So I got this $1,800 iMac, yet I can't plug up an external SSD to get my footage off of.
Well, I think now with USB-C that is going to be real, because I do know that for a while I had the Lightning adapter for an SD card on my iPad. I'm like, what are we talking about? On my iPad, and I could plug it in and download and I could transfer. And this was years ago. This was like on the iPad 2. They named it the 2.
Right.
And so that functionality is there, and I think that's
somewhat there. It's somewhat there.
Yeah, it's
because I can't plug up an external SSD and do my editing off the SSD with an iPad Pro.
I have no idea if on the new one you can. Because the new one is a USB-C as well. That's the thing. I just don't know.
But it's Apple. It's Apple. They're not going to give you too much to the point where there's no leverage for them to corner you into buying a MacBook.
Yeah, they want you to get the accessory or a MacBook Pro, or a MacBook.
Dude, that fully spec'd out iPad with the keyboard, the stupid memory upgrade. It's $1,800, dude. If I'm that serious and I need something that portable, a MacBook Pro fully spec'd out is literally the same size and can offer
same size, same price.
Exactly. It can offer me way more.
Right. Do you edit on a MacBook?
No, I used to. I actually bought an iMac instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably will invest in another MacBook because I do miss being able to kind of edit, be laying in the bed and edit a video
Pick
or
it up and
whatever.
go. Yeah, that's what I like about my iPad is that I can edit, in the living room, bathroom, wherever I'm at, even at work when I take a break, I'm able to edit. I mean, the way I transfer is kind of, hokey. I have to use the Sony Play Memories app because I'm only doing 1080p. So I just transfer that straight to the iPad. But if I didn't have that, I'd probably be out of gas.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with Adobe Rush. In its infancy right now, I wouldn't use it. Like it's only got like 3 transitions, but I'm sure as more and more people adopt it, if they can actually turn it into a almost semi-pro editing suite that's it can work both ways, there's value in that. There's huge value in that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I use LumaFusion right now. It's pretty good. I enjoy using that. I mean, it's basic. It's not Final Cut Pro, but it gets it done.
I love Final Cut.
Yeah, Final Cut. I mean, Apple. If you guys are ever coming across this stream, y'all got to compete with Adobe Rush. There's no way that you can have Adobe out here creating all these innovative solutions for people to edit on the go. And Final Cut Pro, in my opinion, is superior to Premiere, and they just smacking you all over the head with a hammer.
Yeah, the problem
like you got to do something.
Yeah, I mean the problem with Final Cut is I don't really think Apple's cared about it since Final Cut 7. So they've really kicked it to the curb. It's not really been their thing. They don't even want to be really associated with Final Cut, to be honest with you. That's what I've heard. That Apple's kind of like,
a lot of people are on it, though. A lot of people use it. Let's just take a moment and say hello to everyone we got here in the chat. We got, of course,
what are they saying in there?
And Waters. They're not saying anything.
Let me flip this sideways so I can see some comments.
She won the I think she won the AKG headphones, I think. We got Munchie, Trent with Tech Grant. Yep. And Steven Kisson. And then who just jumped in? The Ants here. Forbes just jumped in. What's up, buddy? Nice. All of our moderators are here.
Yeah. Tech Rant says pretty soon people will need mortgages for phones.
Hey, Tech Rant, what's up, by the way?
Yeah, man.
And speaking of mortgages and phones, this is a nice little segue to OnePlus and T-Mobile. I went on T-Mobile's website. I don't have T-Mobile, but when I went to the OnePlus 6 event earlier this year in New York, I found out that Verizon didn't work on the OnePlus 6, and I was very disappointed. I could get calls and texts, but I couldn't get data. Or then sometimes I could get data, and I couldn't get calls and texts. It was really weird. So I had to go over to T-Mobile, get the prepaid SIM. I'm like, okay, so it's coming to T-Mobile. I think that was a solid move. And it will also work on Verizon. Really excited about that. So I go on T-Mobile's website, and I'm checking it out. And I almost bought it through T-Mobile, but I got scared because they started talking about credit checks and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I just want to buy the phone. I don't want you to check my credit. I just want to buy the phone.
Well, just buy it outright.
I think they still wanted to do some sort of weird credit check. I don't know. So then I went, for me, what's important? What's important to me? When am I going to get it first? Can I walk into T-Mobile tomorrow, or do I have to order it from OnePlus? And T-Mobile's shipping dates were a week behind OnePlus's. So I got one. And I'm really excited about it. I mean, what they pack into this phone for the price is insane.
It is.
And when you stack it up next to Samsung and the iPhone, it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Just said a bad word. And it's what is it? But like when you hold the Note 9, you're like, I am holding a mini computer. Mm-hmm. You can feel your money in this device, But when you hold a OnePlus 6, it's real thin, I'm not going to say it's cheap because it's not. It's glass on glass, and that's always a premium feeling. But you can just tell it's a lesser of a quality phone, and I'm really hoping that that kind of goes away with the OnePlus 6T, because I know that we're also looking at. I mean, this was what the 512 gig one, so
Yeah,
it was like $1,200, so it's half the price.
they said it feels better than the original OnePlus 6. I think the OnePlus 6 is a steal, an absolute steal.
Oh yeah,
And I think that they are about to make a killing off that phone because it serves a very, very specific need. And that's people who don't want to spend a lot of money but still want a quality device. And it's arguably better than some of the flagships out there for $300 less.
let's compare it to the Pixel right now today.
It's $300 more, right?
I'm mad at the Pixel 3 XL. I'm mad at Google. I'm having my Google exposed video. Hopefully, will launch tomorrow. Finished recording that tonight. I'm pissed. You know, I get mad in my exposed videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pissed. I ordered myself a Pixel, and I ordered Drew a Pixel from Talos of Tech because we're doing the Pixel challenge, right? And which was cool because that was like a way for me to connect with him, and now we chat and stuff all the time. So that was worth it. And I ordered his first while I was at Vid Summit. Was that at Vid Summit? Because he's messaging me. He's like, "Hey, we're doing this. It just launched today." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." So I ordered him his, and then I ordered mine. But I got mine first. He never got his.
Wow.
He got his Pixel stand because I threw in the Pixel stand. I'm like, here's a Pixel stand. You know, he had the whole new Google experience. So now, like all the videos that he's doing, I'm like, I can see the Pixel stand, but no Pixel. Then 3 times now, his delivery date got pushed back.
I was about to say, I know somebody else on Twitter going through the same thing. Maybe it was him.
Zach.
Maybe it was him.
Zach.
And then
Zach from
you're
Tech
going
Review.
around drop shipping them to all these freaking YouTubers for free. And then they sent him one for free.
And they haven't sent the one you paid for to send to him.
They haven't sent him the one I bought.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's wild, man.
So I'm getting a Pixel in about a week to review. But so far, man, I think they really dropped the ball on this. They dropped the ball on the Pixel.
They didn't even care on this one.
They didn't. And for it to be so freaking expensive, that's where the problem comes. Like if we were talking about a $600 Pixel, this conversation would be totally different.
It would be a good conversation. It would be like best camera ever for the price. Now it feels good. It's a cool color. I like, the little orange thing that they have here. I keep mine in a case. This is what's going to end up happening to mine. After I do my camera review, I'm going to end up giving it to Gabe because he likes taking pictures. He likes the selfies. He's a social monster. I like to stay hibernated in my house making YouTube videos. He likes to go and, go all the parties and shit. So it's like, that's what's going to happen to mine. I don't really care about the Pixel this year. Last year, I was like, Team Pixel, we will fight if you say anything bad about my Pixel 2 XL. That's my fucking Panda, and I love it. Like I would be like, I would fight over my Pixel, but now, no, I don't care about it. Oh my God, I just said that.
I think the winners this year. I think the winners this year it will be the OnePlus 6T. And even though I'm not a big fan of the iPhone, I think they're going to sell a ton of them. But still, if I got to pick one of them, I still think the Pixel is the better value of the two. The iPhone XR.
XR? Yeah, I think, I went to T-Mobile today, and I noticed they're really sold out about selling that OnePlus 6T because they had the display right next to the iPhone, right next to the iPhones, which I found interesting. And they had a big giant, I put it on Twitter, they had a big giant poster. It said the game changer when they were referring to the OnePlus 6T.
Exclusive. Of course they're going to push that. That is their iPhone.
No, but it's really good to see it's really good to see because OnePlus is going to sell a lot of freaking devices. That OnePlus 6T, they're going to sell a lot of those things, man. Because how many T-Mobile stores are there in the United States?
A lot.
Got to be 500, right?
Yeah. Probably more than that.
Yeah, at least 500 to 750 stores worldwide. And people walk in and they look at the iPhone, it's $1,000. Yep. The XR is $750. The LGs are $940. The
and what are you missing? What are you missing? Wireless charging. Boo hoo.
And then you go over to this device that they're pushing with a giant billboard
for $600,
for $580. And by the way,
128 gigs.
By the way, it has Mission Impossible technology. It has a freaking fingerprint display reader on the. You tell people that, Terry. You imagine telling your friends that walk in T-Mobile, you'd be like, "Hey, my man, this has a fingerprint and display fingerprint reader from like CIA stuff," and they'll be like, "What? I want that phone.
Let me see that."
Yep, I'll be like, this the same thing Jesus had. All he did was put his finger on there.
Exactly. And walk on water.
Forbes says get the V40. You get the V40 if you need a headphone jack.
Dude, now, don't get me started on LG. Don't get me started on LG.
LG.
Who said it the other day? They said the Jonathan Morrison in his video. I think he said the LG V40 ThinQ was one of the most underrated phones this year.
It is.
And you know what? It is. And it's not
the phone is great.
Phone. It's because
the
LG
phone is great.
Yeah, and it's they suck at marketing.
It's the freaking marketing that is just they release them at the wrong times.
Yep.
They
you know what? Because of that, none of those phones hold their value. And this is what turned me off about LG. I got the LG V30, which was yeah, it was a decent phone. I mean, it wasn't. You already know, but I paid $900 for that phone. Literally 2 months after that phone came out, T-Mobile was selling the shit for $450. For $450.
Yeah, that'll make you mad.
That'll make you feel really good, huh?
For $450, no resale value whatsoever. So, and LG actually makes decent phones, but y'all said it. The marketing sucks.
You don't know it.
Yeah.
Me and Leo. Earlier this year, we were both LG G7 ThinQ.
Yeah, the G7's excellent, man.
We were the only people that were rocking the G7, and it was like I started using it. I couldn't stop. I
was the same way. I didn't want to put it down.
Thin. It was little. It felt good in my hand. It was loud. It was all.
Those speakers are excellent.
It's got the little built-in vibration boombox. It was like, I was happier with the user interface in the G7 than I was in the G6. So they did make improvements. So let's put LG on the back burner. All right. V60, V70, V80, I guarantee you, hopefully they'll figure it out by then because they are contenders. They just need to get somebody new in there who knows what they're doing and they know how to push and market those devices. Because they're not appealing to the hipsters. They're not going after the what are the other people? The millennials. They're not doing that. I don't know who they're. I don't know. They don't know who.
You know what they try to do? They try to market the audio files. Which audio files are literally maybe 0.5% of all of.
Yeah.
We got Wambag. No, that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, you got certain people that, I mean, even me, I like the DAC stuff, but it's like, how often do we use wired headphones anymore? We're in an age of Bluetooth and AirPods and, all kinds of stuff that we use to, listen to our music or we're at the gym and stuff. Yeah. No one's sitting there with their phone that much, I guess. I mean, I guess there's that genre out there that maybe watches Netflix on their phones and listens to music, but I mean, having the DAC is nice, but that shouldn't be like your biggest feature on the phone that you're marketing,
Right. So we'll see what they come up with, man. I hope that they get it together because it's turning into the cell phone game up until the Pixel and the OnePlus 6T, it was kind of turning monopolistic, man. It was the only two contenders are Samsung and Apple, and that sucks for everybody else.
Yeah,
it sucks for us.
In the chat, Forbes said that he don't pay his mortgage no more. He just buys phones.
Dude, well, you need an escrow account for all of these phones.
That's true. And
I'm telling you,
Forbes says he's getting the ThinQ, the V40. So I'm looking. Or
Forbes has it.
Did he already get it?
Yeah, he's got videos on it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, the screen is. I saw the V40 and the screen is pretty good on it on it this time. So I know that LG screens.
Did they do an OLED or an AMOLED or
OLED?
LCD.
OLED.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I got a really good solid crack in my LG G7.
Oh yeah, you told me.
And I still kept using it. I didn't care. And I'm wondering, what can I do with it? I'm like, maybe I can run a giveaway with it with the crack in it and maybe gain, a couple hundred subscribers. Who wants a cracked phone?
So Terry, you got the you use a Sony?
Yeah.
Use the 53 or the 65? Sorry, 65 or 63?
I use the 63.
Yeah. That's 63. The one I got.
And trust me, it's just like I want an A7 III. I mean, I want one bad, but from a video perspective, it's not any better than the 6300.
Right.
So for me, like, I want it, but I can't justify it.
I got the 6500 that I have connected to my slider, so that way I don't have to always swap it out. And I do have the A7R III that I shoot on.
Nice. And
it changed my world. And I'm the type of guy that always wants like the newest, the latest, the greatest. Like it's new, I gotta have it. After I got that camera, I lost all desire. I'm like, this is it. Like, this thing is amazing, and I'm in love with it. Once the problem isn't buying the camera,
it's the lenses
associated with it. Those lenses are so expensive. And I haven't bought a new lens in months because I went on a lens binge, and that was it. I'm like, I'm done. So it's like you kind of get to a point where like, okay, we got to step away. This channel's a money pit. Maybe one day it'll make money, maybe not. But I'm having the time of my life doing this, right? Like I'm really enjoying that.
You're having fun.
I'm having so much fun, and I'm like 37 now, so it's like I'm not a kid. So, but this still lets me feel like a kid with toys, but like an adult.
So Sony is actually coming out with another APC sensor soon.
Don't tell me that.
It's supposed. Well, so here's the thing. It's supposed to be like a mini A9.
Oh.
Just APS-C, which is huge, dude. Hold on. This freaking dog is barking. Hold on.
Do you think?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. No, my dogs are being really well behaved right now, which I'm really happy about. Have you Leo? I'm going to ask you this question, and also ask all three people in the chat. So have you guys seen the new video I did with the green screen? And what do you think about it?
It looked phenomenal.
Did it look okay?
Yeah, very professional.
All right. I have another one I'm gonna drop tonight. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I like it. I like it for that type of video where you do like, an update on, what happened at the event. It's kind of newsy, so it was good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. It's a pain in the butt when I gotta, I'm giving away the YouTube secrets here. It's a lot of work to put it up, and then I have to steam it.
Yeah, and then you edit in Final Cut. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I could. I sent that one off to Zach to edit for me. Zach Snyder.
Yeah, I mean
I usually don't tell people about Zach because he's getting.
Yeah, I mean that's some serious editing.
Yeah, no, he did a phenomenal job. Yeah, I was like, wow, you did such a great job. But no, yeah, I got to do a whole green screen edit on my own, all by myself. I haven't done one yet.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
I just did it, and I'm like, oh, wow, I got it to work. Like, I got the whole back to black out, and I got to do a background behind it. and I did like a little test video, and I was all excited, showing everyone I figured it out.
Yeah, I thought it looked great, man. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
You know, me and him, we're working together. We're learning and growing together. You know, he's young. He hasn't been doing this a long time. I'm old. I haven't been doing this a long time. So we're getting better at it, you know. Getting better, working better. But I was wondering, you know, what you thought of it. You think I should keep doing it, or you think I should just reserve it for those types of like updates, events?
I mean, honestly, if what I would think that it would be good for is like if you were to do like a you know, like a tech segment, you know, talking about news that's going on either weekly or daily or whatever, like the Talking Tech Tuesday or like Front Page Tech, because that you know, it has that vibe, or even like Jerome Ortega where he does his little news stuff. I think it's kind of cool, you know, or if, you know, like if you were going to do something on the Apple event, the OnePlus event, you know, the Google event, that kind of stuff, like newsy stuff, I think is kind of cool.
I got to figure out what else I can do with it. But like sitting here right now, I keep looking at it. I'm like, I don't like the green behind me. I wish my gray was back up. I'm like, I don't really like it. You know,
I hate green screen until after it gets edited, man. I hate looking at it.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like, green
is never editing been my
color. But,
I'm like, oof.
Man, what else? What else do we have going on? We touched on the iPad. So what about the XR? We haven't talked since this came out, have we, Leo?
No,
because we missed last
dropped
week.
On the what was it, the 26th?
Yeah, no, we missed last week. So let me just share a little bit of my experience with it so far. I did an unboxing. I have a SIM in it right now because it's not a cheap phone. And if I put a SIM in it, then my warranty and my Verizon protection is on it. There's no SIM in it and it breaks, they won't fix it. So that's why I have a SIM in this one. But I haven't really used it or made any calls. But I haven't used it. I haven't made any calls. That's what I meant to say. I've used it. It's smooth. It's buttery. I have no issues with the screen. I don't look at it. I don't think it's pixelated. I don't think that Apple slapped me over the head. If we're just looking at specs, yeah, Apple slapped me over the head. But we need to look at user experience. We also need to remember that I'm not an average user, and neither are you two, right? Like, we're nitpicky, we're techie, we're into this, we like the specs. Not, you know, my grandma's not like that. My sister's not like that. My mom definitely is not like that. You know, who is this phone going to be for? With these colors, something for everyone, you know? Everyone's going to find one that they're going to like. I think Apple did a really good job at coming up with this marketing strategy and this.
So do I.
I just gotta. We gotta see what does it look like in 6 months.
So here's my opinion on it. I've been watching a few videos on it. I watched CJ Knows Tech video earlier, and he said he had his iPhone XS right there, put it down, and picked up the iPhone XR, and literally said that he can't tell a difference when it comes to media consumption. Now, of course, if you pull it up and you look at that text sharpness 1-to-1, that's a different story.
Right.
But he said from general media consumption, he could tell no difference. And the next thing is, it's not like the performance isn't going to be there. It's not like everything that iPhones are isn't going to be there. And I think it's a brilliant move by Apple bringing it in at a cheaper price point so that it's more affordable and giving people colors on top of that. Like, you can't really argue with the model behind it. And I'm sure they'll sell more of those than all the other iPhones.
Right. So if I'm average consumer walking into Apple, right? First of all, the average Apple consumer is not nearly as smart as some people would like to think they are. If you've ever walked into an Apple store and you looked around, you're like, you know,
they're like zombies, man.
They are. They're zombies. They're like, take my money. You know, it's like they really are. They're not that bright when it comes to technology. They're smart people, because they can afford all that stuff. But when it comes to technology, they're not on point. So I'm walking into the store and I want to buy this phone. And I say, okay, what's the difference between the two? And the only thing you have to tell me is the screen is different.
Oh, and a slightly better camera.
And I picked them both up. Well,
yeah, it's a dual camera in the back.
You get an extra camera. I think it's the same camera. You just get two over here.
Yeah, but the XR can simulate everything the X
right.
does and the XS does.
So I'm
and it's damn
both
good
of
at
these, and I'm looking at it, and I'm your average consumer, and I can't see a difference. And you're going to tell me I get to spend $250 less? Not to mention, some people might hold this phone up and say it's too big.
Yep.
Some people will hold this up and go, it's perfect. I think I got the 10 too. I think I left it in the front room because that's my work phone. I run from the 10. So it's like the 10, I always thought the 10 was too small. The
10 is perfect for me.
I thought it was too small. I like big phones, that's why.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. This was amazing for me. If they came out with this, with an OLED screen,
I was just about to say
it would be the end of it.
Right.
The XRS, it's coming.
And it'll be $1,000.
And it'll be $1,000.
You know, the other thing is
because you're going to give people the colors. You're going to give them the camera, and it's the same guts, right? These are the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The same freaking thing.
Yeah.
This is what pisses me off about Apple. This marketing, well, the way they are naming these phones is dumb as shit. Like, it's so stupid.
I got a whole video on it.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing across the computers. Now they introduced the
I don't know how to talk.
They introduced the freaking MacBook Air back into the lineup. We got 49 different iPhone models. Like, it's just so stupid. Bring Steve Jobs back and simplify all of this shit.
Yep. I agree.
Well, if they could figure out how to do that, Timmy would be pissed.
Yeah, he would. He'd be mad.
And Apple would be known for a lot more than their cell phones. All right. So
it's interesting. It's interesting that I was reading the other day that Samsung's going to have a bunch of colors for their phones. So I wonder if they're going to go that route with maybe the lower end S10. I don't know if it's called the S10. I don't know. I don't even know what they're calling all the.
Samsung
I know
it's usually S10. It's usually plus, like S10 plus or something.
So I don't know if they're going to try to have a lower end one. You know, they may try to have a lower end one that's a little bit more like iPhone 10R ish. You know, so that they're basically going to copy Apple.
They usually do after the fact, though. After the major launch, they wait about 3 months and then come out with a lesser version of whatever it was. So, I'm definitely getting an S10. I'm definitely getting an S10.
Yes,
I want a Note 9. I just can't justify it right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I just can't do it right now. I thought Samsung was gonna hook me up, man. I was in 2 major Samsung promos, if you guys didn't know, and like it was from the Galaxy S8, the Galaxy S8, the Galaxy Note, and the Galaxy S9. So 2 out of those 3, it was like I ended up on the Samsung official promo and all that stuff. So here I am thinking I'm in good with Samsung, and then my Connect just kind of disappeared on me. So I thought I was gonna come up. I thought they was gonna send me to the Samsung conference and everything, but my Connect kind of just chunked me to deuces. So hopefully I get lucky with the S10.
So we don't have a whole ton of time left, but what I'm gonna do, just for everyone who's hanging out in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and throw a link up to Terry's channel. Because if you hung out with us before, you already know me and Leo. But go check out Terry's channel. Subscribe to it. I will tell you right now, I just don't enjoy listening to him. I love watching your videos. Your B-roll is phenomenal. I love the way that you think, the way that you do things, and your approach. Like, it is really unique. I
appreciate that.
Just don't stop. You know, don't stop. Like, I've got 7,500 subscribers because I bribe them with giveaways, right? Like, that's what I do. I bribe people with giveaways. They subscribe to my channel. I'm on the unbox therapy plan. That's what I'm doing. It's working. You know, I'll give enough shit away. I'll hit 10,000 by December. But only 1,000 of those people will actually watch my stuff. Right. Whereas every one of your subscribers is going to watch your videos because your content's phenomenal.
Man, I actually, you know what? And I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to kind of throw this out there. This YouTube grind to 4,100K has been, like, it's been hard because I don't cover a lot of trendy topics. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get a huge influx of subscribers when new stuff comes out because I usually don't have it to talk about. So I just have to focus on, like, telling my story, and I've always been a videographer, so you know, B-roll and all that stuff wasn't new to me. I mean, I know Peter McKinnon made it popular, but it's not new to me. So what I try to do is I'm actually to a point where I don't watch other filmmakers' content because I don't want to become that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep my content authentic as possible. And you know, if one of them come across the video like, yo, we want to do something with Terry or whatever, then I'm all for it. But I'm going to try to stay as true and original to what I want to do and leave it at that. So, yeah, go subscribe, man. Go subscribe right now.
I love your style. You know, when I'm watching your videos, I'm always like, this is so good. You know, you're really, you know, so just don't stop, you know.
Appreciate that, man.
Because I know that you left and then you came back, right? Like,
yeah.
That goes to show you that I've watched a lot of your videos.
Yeah, like, that's crazy. You know, my channel is kind of evolution, man. And honestly, my subscriber base or fan base, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of divided because I started like my Instagram and my media push a few years ago, but it was all fitness, right? So on my Instagram, I got like 22,000 followers on tech and vlogging. Instagram, but it was and I got, you know what I'm saying, 400,000 subscribers. But I think I'm leaving I'm not YouTube channel all stuff. But that's kind of what you were saying. Yeah, my started and up. Yeah, I was bored. Like, man, let me do a tech review, and then Samsung caught it, and then it took off. And then all these subscribers came in, and that was like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago.
All right.
And ever since then, it's just been like an evolution of tech and vlogging, and here we are. And I'm on your live stream now.
Well, keep it up. I think it's phenomenal. I really do. That's why I started pushing you on Twitter and stuff, being like, hey guys, if you haven't been watching this is some good content. Because when I watch creators in YouTube, it's not because I like the content always. It's because I like the style. And that's how I learn. And I think, how did they do that? How did they achieve that? Which is one of the reasons why I got the green screen. But the whole point behind the green screen wasn't to have it behind me. It was to film on top of it. No, it was. I want to start doing my unboxings on top of green screen versus having it behind me.
Oh, yeah.
But the sheet I ordered was so damn big. I was like, well, let's see what happens. You know, like, it wasn't my plan. I just wanted something for the tabletop. But
you could just cut a piece for me and Terry so we could have.
Hey, let me tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Send it the notes.
What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a piece of plyboard and I'm going to paint green screen paint on it. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, I think it's about that time to wrap up. Thank you, everyone, for hanging in there, watching, staying until the end. Munchie had to cut out a little bit early. So thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it. Great stream. Thank you, fellas. Yeah, I had a great time.
It was great. Nice meeting you, Terry. I'm going to have to subscribe to your channel, check out your stuff, man.
Leo, you're going to start watching it, and you're going to keep watching it. That's what happened.
Yeah, well, he's got the same camera as me, so he's got the same camera and the same lens as me, so we're definitely going to be brothers from another mother for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. For the love of tech, namaste.
Peace.